enti nedika meda fire service for ase ene modern boy omo ye ya omo etimi abre eja no ano ase na yewie ano a na yahwe na ema ni si enso ade baako a fire for aka kire me ne se ombedru ye no sen na ombetimi awure mu etimi akodum gya no eno ya ade baako a eha omo yie na ohwe a yedwam bebre saa netie enti eja to mu a sen na fire for betimi edru ho etimi edum gya nentem no na abeye ohaw ama omo enti o se ye di wesu anyansa na yehwe yedwa no da ye planning yie se na be ya bibi kosi a na etimi aso ano ntem enti ye ni minister ne edwadifo no ebeka ya ka kire nadmo se ombehwe na omompe emoa bi emfa mo omo kakra ye ni chief of staff nso bekasa enti nya Asante regional minister ene ombeka no na ya hwe emoa ebetimi de abo omo se na be ya omo so ombenya yi comfort kakra omo ene ohawa ato omo no se na be ya ye bebre anu ase kakra enso senior mekan no say o si ye hwe ye dwane nyina na ye hwe se na ebesiesi nneoma afa se na be ya bibi se sia enkosi sa achina biom ye gina hey ultimate to say explosion be cause wo ho ni na ye gas cylinder se wate ba ko ni na ye gas cylinder se explode ejom eni se ye use gas cylinder e wo jom eni se enu aduane wo jom o pese o didi a o se o ko abonte koto aduane bra na onua wo fie na o de aduane no bra e ba jom enso gas cooker ne sa nyoma ni na e ka ho e na sa nyoma esi enso ne wo ho ne se mema omo a sa atorenchemi aka omo no mema omo kose na aban so behwe se ne be ya ye betimi aso omo mu kakra Anope me ba Asante memu se ye be ye dwumadie bi ewo Nkawie a ye Tree for Life initiative na me be see ye no e na regional minister eka atorenchen bi a esi ewo Edum ha nti sese a na ewie sa dwumadie no ena me se mentu anamon embehwe na esi na ampanso eyareho if say wo hwe enyoma asai ene enkrofo stores a ahye na eyade a eyo hawiye ye ni minister ne edwadifo no ebeka ya ka kire nadmo se ombehwe na omompe emoa bi emfa mo omo kakra ye ni chief of staff nso bekasa nti nya Asante regional minister ene ombeka no na ya hwe emoa ebetimi de abo omo se ne be ya omo so ombenya yi comfort kakra omo ene ohawa ato omo no se ne be ya ye bebre anu ase kakra enso senior mekan no say o si ye hwe ye dwane nyina na ye hwe se ne ebesiesi nneoma afa se ne be ya bibi se sia enkosi sa achina biom ye gina hey ultimate to say explosion be cause wo ho ni na ye gas cylinder se wate ba ko ni na ye gas cylinder se explode ejom eni se ye use gas cylinder e wo jom eni se enu aduane wo jom o pese o didi a o se o ko abonte koto aduane bra na onua wo fie na o de aduane no bra e ba jom enso gas cooker ne sa nyoma ni na e ka ho e na sa nyoma esi enso ne wo ho ne se mema omo a sa atorenchemi aka omo no mema omo kose na aban so behwe se ne be ya ye betimi aso omo mu kakra madam wase.
All right, so Mr. President, all right, that's the president, John Dramani Mahama. He spoke in Chi and he has indicated that what has happened here is rather unfortunate, but his government alongside NADMO would be doing a lot to help the traders who have been affected. We are trying our best to speak to Dr. Frank Amwakohinim, but it is very difficult because he's joining the president who is moving out of the Ashanti region, and also NADMO officials who are here. We're finding it difficult to interact with them because they are all going to join the regional minister and the president. But John Dramani Mahama, the president of the republic, is here at Adum Blue Light, where fire engulfed several shops and blocks. The fire, we are being told that as at now is still not over. These are traders cheering up the president. The traders are cheering up the president for being able to join them and speaking to them. Thank you very much. And so that's what you see on your screens here. The streets of Adum very busy, very tight, all because fire engulfed major parts of the central business district. We were unable to speak to the Ashanti regional minister, but earlier he had indicated that what had happened is rather unfortunate, and we also engaged traders who have been counting their losses. We also saw NADMO officials here, and from the indication that President John Mahama has given, that means that NADMO officials will be taking up the matter and giving out measures of help that would be laid out to the traders going forward. The president indicated that this is a lesson for all of us. What we've seen here today is an unfortunate situation, especially for the inner perimeter of Blue Light, where they are unable to get in. I mean, for the fire service, they are unable to get in to quench the fire from that end. And that is where the fire is actually spreading from. Moves from the Blue Lights, the inner perimeter, where the fire service is unable to enter, and it goes into other blocks opposite the Roman Hill. As I speak to you, those blocks have been affected by the outbreak. The fire that started from this block next to the Despite building moved all the way or swept through that block to the other blocks, moved to shops and blocks opposite the second phase of the Kejetia market project, and then moved to the other phase of the business district, the CBD, that is equally opposite the Roman Hill. It tells you the gravity of the outbreak and the situation that we're talking about. And also the inner perimeter, which is now facing severe outbreak, because that is where the fire tenders are unable to enter. And that is closer, much more closer to the Despite building, and up the Despite building is where we have Hello FM. Fortunately, that building is not experiencing or hasn't been touched by the outbreak, but the back of it is where the situation is dire. We've spoken to traders who say that this is very much unfortunate, as at 4 a.m. they started receiving calls that their shops had been engulfed by fire on a Friday morning. That is very, very severe.